Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. So, listen, do me a favor. I want you to click here to turn on the audio. Click here to turn on the audio. So, if you cannot hear me, make sure that you click here. For those of you guys, if you can hear me, please in the chat below, let everybody know they need to click on the audio button or icon so that they can hear me. So do me a favor. We're going to go ahead and get into this training. I'm going to let you know in advance. It's going to be about an hour long. And then afterwards, I'm going to open it up for some Q&A if you guys have some questions, okay? So this is going to be good, okay? So grab a pen and paper. You're going to take some notes. As I promised at the My Sister's Keeper, My Brother's Keeper retreat, is that I'm going to go over an extended version of what you guys had a chance to see. And then I will open it up. Again, we also made an offer. The offer was supposed to expire yesterday, but I'm going to extend it to you guys to today, okay? And so I'll go over those details as well. So again, go ahead in the chat below. If you can hear me, put your city and state in the chat. Let me know where you guys are chiming in from, okay? Let me know where you're chiming in from. Now, you don't need to do the text message anymore because, of course, you already did that. So I'm going to exclude that. But hold on, let me share my screen real quick, guys. Go ahead and put your city and state. I'm actually in Texas now. So I'm in Texas now. I'm headed to San Francisco tomorrow. So as I was sharing with you guys, we have what is called our Book Profits Club program. And this is for speakers and coaches. And so every quarter, we actually do a inner circle retreat for our top tier clients. I only accept 10 people per 6 months. So every 6 months, we only have a total of 10 people. So I don't accept another 10 people like I max it out at 10 because as many of you guys know, or maybe you heard, I told you I'm on a year-long vacation. I don't do what I do so that I can make more and more money. I do what I do so that I can have more freedom. I love to travel. I love being all over the place, but I also love to impact lives. And I feel that with our Inner Circle program, which is our higher tier, the more people we bring in, the less likely it is, or the harder it gets to be able to help individuals one-on-one. So I don't accept a ton of people into our inner circle. Anyway, so we're going to San Francisco. They just have to get there. And when they get there, we take care of the accommodations. We get a nice big Airbnb house, mansion type situation. And then we do different activities to really get everybody on target for whatever is to come for that upcoming quarter. But anyways, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. All right, so you guys can still see me here. Awesome, awesome. And then I'm going to pull up my screen so you guys can see. Oh, hold on. I think I'm sharing the wrong screen. Let me see. There we go. Okay, guys. So awesome. And you know what? I want to share some testimonials too from some clients. I don't know if I have it on this particular video. So if not, I'll make sure to add it add it here because I have this presentation. I made it special for you guys because I'm giving you guys a special opportunity. But I will share a couple of testimonials from some clients that we've worked with in the past. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this thing. So as you guys can see, we're talking about turning your story into $10,000 a month. I believe that every single thing that we've ever gone through in life has a purpose. And in that purpose, the pain that you've gone through, how to be able to help people to come through that pain, you should also be able to profit from it. But there is strategy, right? There's strategy in how you do all of that, right? So anyways, let's get into it. So you don't have to worry about texting because that is why you're here, because you did text. So ignore the text portion. You do not need to do that, okay? So we're going to go through 3 secrets, how to get more customers or clients. So this is specifically for those of you guys who want to be able to turn your story into multiple streams of income. That means you got to get customers. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about getting booked on more stages, as well as how to increase your income this year. Now, this is not a get rich quick opportunity. This is not for the person who doesn't want to put in the work. This is seriously, guys, somebody who is passionate about what they do. They really want to help people. I'm going to tell you guys, the reason I've been able to do this as long as I've been able to do it is not because it's all about let me get money right now, right away, et cetera, et cetera. It's because I'm really passionate about this. Like, I truly love what I do. right? I truly love what I do, and I love to be able to see lives change. And so, if you are serious about leaving a legacy, doing something that you've been called to do, something that you love, then you are at the right place at the right time. Okay. All right. So, as I shared at the conference, Book Profits Club, this is the name of my company. It's one of my companies that we own, and it was created in 2019. And the purpose of creating Book Profits Club, because for about 4 or 5 years, I had already been working with several speakers and coaches and showing them how to become authors. But one of the things that I was noticing is that while they were becoming these amazing authors, I also noticed they were not profiting. They were not making any money. And so I wanted to be able to create a program to show speakers and coaches how to profit from their books, i.e. the Book Profits Club. And the reason why we titled it that, because everybody want to write a book. I don't come across nobody that tells me they've never thought about writing a book, but the key is knowing how to write the right book, right? Now, it was created by or founded under my company, Show Your Success, where we've produced more than 6,000 plus authors all over the world. We have a combination of over $10 million in sales amongst all of our clients. They've been getting to the bag, and
here comes the money.
Here we go. Money
listen.
talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar. I can't help it, y'all. We've been getting money, okay? And I love that we're able to teach you how to leverage your book so that you can build multiple streams of income, and also showing you guys how to do it in less time. We have a big misconception here in this world that we feel like the more hours we work, the more money we make. But the more strategy that you create so that you can leverage yourself, your knowledge, as well as being able to have a team, I feel like that's the best way to the money, right? So we were founded by myself, Taria Vision Avant. And again, while we've helped more than 6,000 people to become authors, I've coached well over 20,000 plus people. Started off in the network marketing industry where I became a top income earner, not in one, but two different companies. Of course, at two different times, I became a multiple six-figure earner, one of the top 1% earners in the entire world, built organizations all over the country as well as multiple countries, and spoken in front of more than 10,000 plus people at different environments. And so I've been able to create systems. I love the idea of systems, save yourself time, energy, and money, and also creating automation so that things are easier for you to grow your business. I believe that if we can get you exposure and experience within the right environment, that is the what do they call it? The not equation. Yeah, is it the equation? Right? The equation to success. So you got what we call exposure plus experience with the right environment equals success. And so that is what we believe in, okay? All right, now our clients have been featured on major platforms, and for everybody who takes advantage today, you have until the end of today, you're going to be listed in one of our articles individually. You have your own article, your own flyer. You'll be able to share this out on social media for social proof. So this is a bonus that you're going to get for today. So you'll be added to one of these major media platforms. Also, we are all about showing you how to get the bag, social proof. We have a conference that's actually coming up in Atlanta called Ignite to Profits Conference. This is where you see the big checks. We're going to be giving out even more big checks to our Book Profits Club members. Now, you actually have to be an active BPC member to qualify for the big check, but we have a ton of other awards. And we also have what is the Author All-Stars Award, where we were awarded by the city of Atlanta, December the 15th being the official Author All-Stars Day. Well, as an Author All-Star, you will get a certification at the conference that recognizes you as an Author All-Star, regardless if you're a part of BPC. So this is something that we are big on, recognition. Now, before we get started into this training, what I do want you to know is that you do not need to be an author. Okay, if you have aspirations of being an author, that is great as well. Okay, because we actually show you how to write a book in 7 days or less within our program. Okay, also, you don't need to have everything figured out. In fact, just like what I shared at My Sister's Keeper, My Brother's Keeper, come empty. Like literally, come empty. I believe that those individuals that come in with their own understanding and own ideas and things like that, those are the ones who actually suffer the most. Because what happens is you're not able to follow the training because you're leaning on what you think. You're leaning on what you've been told, right? Right. And when you do that, y'all, sometimes what happens is, for example, let's just say, your grandma has a special, hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I fix my phone over here, Chad. Let's say, for example, like your grandma teaches you guys how to make chocolate cake, right? So your grandma has a recipe for chocolate cake and she has a specific type of chocolate that you're supposed to use. Well, you might be a baker as well, or you maybe have made chocolate cake, but you're trying to get the exact recipe. What most people will do is they say, okay, well, I know she said that I need to have this particular type of chocolate, but I'm going to go ahead and try it with this chocolate because that's what I want to do, because you're leaning on your own understanding. You're coming in half full. You do not get grandma's chocolate cake. And that's what a lot of people do when they get into a coaching program, when they get into working with someone, and then they always have a beef sometimes. They say, well, this coach didn't help me because you didn't follow the instructions. You only followed what you wanted to. And I'm here to let you know, like I've had a personal trainer before, and there was nothing easy about having a personal trainer. I'm an ex-athlete too. And so I used to be in my mind like, well, I already know how to work out. I don't need nobody to teach me. And guess what? I wasn't getting the results because I was doing a portion of what they were teaching me. It wasn't until I decided to come fully empty, not lean on my own understanding, not come with the things that I've done in the past, that I was starting to get better results and getting them faster. So you do not need to have it figured out. In fact, come empty. And then also your number one thing is just having a goal of being either a speaker or a coach, because if that's where you want to be, then this is the right place for you. Okay. All right. Now, secret number one, how to get more customers or clients. Why is this important? This is crazy too. And I'm going to tell you, for those of you guys who are authors, a lot of times authors don't even see themselves as entrepreneurs. Like I've met so many authors who don't really think that they're a business owner. And I'm like, you are, right? You know that, right? You know you're a business owner. And so first things first is, regardless if you're trying to sell books, courses, packages, t-shirts, products, whatever it may be, you gotta get customers. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you guys, the truth is that posting on social media to the same people who are not buying is not marketing. Okay. So I want to get into how can you get more clients. But before I do that, the first thing I need to check is your business success score, because I typically find people who are having a substantial amount of success, they have a higher score than most, right? Now, you don't have to put this in the chat. Please don't put this in the chat. And by the way, if you're just getting here, again, introduce yourself. Let us know what city and state you're chiming in from. But what I want you to do is this. Give yourself a point for each one of these tools that you have. If you do not know what the tool is, then that means you probably don't have it, okay? So give yourself a point. Do not type in the chat. Just keep it to yourself. So give yourself a point if you have a CRM. Give yourself a point if you have a sales funnel or website builder. Give yourself a point if you have a survey or form software. Give yourself another point if you have email marketing software. So this is not the same as a CRM. This is having automation in your emails, right? Give yourself another point if you have two-way SMS marketing software, okay? Give yourself another point if you have booking and appointment calendar software. Give yourself another point if you have membership course builders, so you can host your courses. Give yourself another point if you have a sales dialer. So that means you have a software that can call out to customers, track or call out to potential customers, leads, things like that, and track those calls, record those calls, etc. Reputation management software. This is where people can leave reviews. Do you have something for that? And then finally, tracking and analysis. Do you have a software that allows you to track your numbers? How many leads are coming in? How many sales are coming in? How many hits are coming in, etc. If you got between 0 to 4 point, you fall into 80% of most businesses today. And as you can see, 80% of most speakers and coaches do not survive past 5 years, because they're not operating as a business. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Majority of the people that I meet that tell me they want to have success, when I ask them, do they have these tools in place? They do not. They're not investing in themselves. They're not investing into their marketing. They just want success to fall on their lap. Now, the last time I checked, guys, is that it's a law. What you sow, you shall reap. If you want to reap a harvest of success in your business, you also have to sow into your business. Sowing into your business is not plugging into a ton of free YouTube videos and getting more information. Sowing into your business is learning from someone who can teach you the steps, taking action and investing in the marketing, investing in the tools and the software, investing in the environments that you need to be in so that you can take your business to the next level. Now, if you got 5 to 7, then you fall into the percentile of 15% of most businesses. 15% of most businesses are not surviving past 8 years. They're doing a little bit better, but they're still halfway there. Whenever I have asked someone who has become a multimillionaire, or at least someone who's doing over $500,000 in business for several years, I've asked them about the tools that they have in place to operate their business. They typically have over 8 to 10 of these tools, especially as speakers and coaches. And so you've got to make sure that you are positioning yourself for success. You cannot wait until the money comes, because the money doesn't come if you do not have a system in place, right? Does that make sense? So hopefully if that makes sense, type 1 in the chat. If that makes sense to you, type a 1 in the chat. Now, in order to have all of these different softwares, guys, traditionally, you would have to pay thousands of dollars. In fact, I remember I was paying $300 for my funnels. I was paying $175 for my CRM. And for text messaging, forget about it. Every time I would send out a text, I was paying about $150 to $200, even up to $300 just to send out a single text to my entire list. For my sales dialer, I was spending what was that? I think it was like $75 per person that was dialing out. For my tracking, I was paying $175. I mean, y'all, I was spending thousands of dollars, and you could easily get caught into the rat race of anywhere between $7,000 to $9,000 just to operate your business. So I get it, and I understand why many people are like, you know what? I don't got that kind of money. I cannot invest, right? Am I right, y'all? Let me know in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But to run a $250,000 business, let me ask you a question. If you knew that this is what you needed to have a business that does over $250,000, but it's going to cost you $9,000, would you be willing to invest it? Now, hopefully you're doing the math. And by the way, the number of speakers and coaches who make 6 figures, $100,000, it's less than 20%. So some of the influencers that you even follow do not make $100,000 a year. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm giving you some clarity here. But to make $250,000, right? That's over $20,000 a month. If that meant that you had to invest into these softwares so that you can automate your business working 2 to 4 hours per day, would you be willing to take out of that $20,000 a month? Would you be willing to take $9,000 of it to invest back into your business so you can work less and make more? If you do not say yes, then we might not be at the right place. Because I don't know about you, I never got into business so that I could work from sunup to sundown. I never got into business so that I could be in a stressful environment. I got into business because, yes, I wanted to impact and change lives, but I also did not want a business that owned me. So I would gladly invest $10,000 to make $20,000 every single month if it meant that I could work 2 to 4 hours per day. Amen. Now, how do you get more clients and customers? Let's talk about it. Number 1, leverage your book. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not have a book out in the area that you want to speak and coach in, that should be something you should be working on before the end of this year. Preferably, if you can do it before the end of this month, okay? Writing a self-help book on the topic and or transformation that you offer should not be difficult. Why? Because it's something that you already know. It is something that you already know, and it is finite. See, principles of success do not change. Your life does change. This is why for some people, when they're trying to write their life story, it's like, I don't know when to get started, because every day it's something new. But principles of success, the steps that you took to achieve the success of whatever area that you want to speak in, are the same. So you can write a self-help book because the steps that you took yesterday will be the same steps that you take next month. So you write a self-help book and you leverage that. You use your book in all types of environments. When you go out to eat, have your book with you. When you go to conferences, have your book with you. I was at My Sister's Keeper, My Brother's Keeper, and Ray Higdon. Didn't he do an incredible job? Ray Higdon is amazing, right? And so guess what? I gave him a copy of my book. And then Tiffany edified me. But one of the strategies that I have is teaching authors how to make $5,000 in 5 days or less. And these are people who have no following. He has a big following. So it's going to be easy for him to be able to achieve massive 5 figures. And I was able to give him a copy of my book. Now, in exchange of me giving him a copy, he's like, hey, let's figure out when we can get together. It is a business card. And so you got to learn how to leverage your book. The biggest mistake that authors make is they write a book to sell the book versus writing a book to sell. And my goal is for you to be able to change that. Number 2, having a specific audience with a specific challenge and offering a transformation. We are way too deep, y'all. We want to help all people of the world to overcome all challenges of the world, to be able to get all transformations of the world. And when you do that, you talk to no one. Think about it. If you go, let's say you have a headache. You have a headache that has been lasting for days. And you go to the doctor and you tell the doctor, doctor, I've got a headache. And the doctor says, well, I can help your head. I can help your knee. I can help your elbow. I can help your stomach. I can help your back. You say, but doctor, I'm not here for all of that. I'm simply here for the head. I need you to help my head. And he starts talking about all these other stuff. Are you going to feel confident with this doctor? No, you're not. You want someone who can solve the specific problem, which is your headache, today. When it comes to being a successful business, guys, you got to hear me out. You first must earn the trust in the marketplace. The way you earn trust in the marketplace is solving a specific challenge, not all challenges, not trying to serve all people. Think about it. Your ideal customer, guys, will probably be someone who can relate to you most. Now, if you follow me on social media, you'll probably get a good idea of who my target audience is. But because I've worked so long and so hard and stayed consistent with a specific transformation while also helping to get people results, guess what happens? I start getting all types of people. I get all nationalities. I get all ages. I get all sexes. Everybody comes because I've gotten the results, but I still have not changed the focus of who my target audience is and the solution that I bring. Does that make sense? Okay. I mean, we've been doing so well over the years that we will have people who are far from our target audience still wanting to try to invest to figure out a way that they can be a part of it because they see the results that we're getting people. Okay. That's what you want to do. Remember, simplify what you offer. This is another thing. All these different offers and products. And so I see people a la carte themselves to death. They will, okay, can you do this? But I don't need all of that. But can you do this? Sure. I used to do that. People will come to me, hey, I don't need a book cover, but I don't need you to format my book and edit it and all that. All I need you to do is create a cover. Can you create a cover for me? Sure. This person over here, I don't need a cover, but can you just edit my book? Sure. And what I found is that I was a la carte myself so much that I was all over the place, making very little money, very little time, and it was stressing me out. When I decided to simplify my offers into 4 items, not 3, not 5, but 4 items, my life became so much more easier, and I was able to duplicate this process, bring in a staff, and work way less. I do not work a lot every single day. Okay. Listen, I am so grateful. And this is all praise to God that I am able to have the lifestyle of doing what I want, when I want, where I want, with whom I want to. And that has always been my objective. That has always been my goal. I never wanted to have a business to own me. But when you have so many different products and so many different offers, and that is your prerogative. But if you want to be able to have a lifestyle where you can work 2 to 4 hours, and in 1 year do over $500,000 in sales, I would never tell you how to do something that I have not done myself. I'm telling you it can happen. And you also must learn how to make offers. This is a skill set. I'm just going to be honest. To learn how to tell someone how to get started with your product and your service, you've got to develop that skill set. And the only way that you develop it is by actually doing it. What do I mean? So what I mean is, when you have now presented the problem that your customer is going to deal with, right? What is the problem? I mean, that they're dealing with. What is their problem or their challenge? What is the solution? Now you have to say, this is how you can purchase my solution. And you have to be able to tell them, this is how much it costs. How do you want to get started? I find that majority of most people do not make offers. They just say, this is how much it costs. And if you want to get started, you can get started. Or what I see a lot of people do is when they get to the offer portion, when they're speaking on a stage, when they're on a platform, they tell them all these different ways of how you can get in contact with them. If you want to know how you can work with me, you can email me, and then you can, or go to my Instagram. Guys, if it's one thing you noticed at the conference, what did I do? I did not give you my Instagram. I did not give you an email. I did not give you a website. I literally gave you one task: to text Keeper to a phone number. That was the only action step that I told you. And then you got an automation. That told you what to do next, because my number one goal first was to make sure that we qualified you. Who's interested in what we have? And then once we qualify you, we know how to then get you to the next step. But all of this requires software. All of this requires automation. Do you have these tools in place? How about if I told you today, for those of you who get started with the promotion that we offered, that text message feature that you guys saw, you will have immediate access to that. And I'm going to do a private session with everyone showing them how to utilize that text message feature. So whenever you speak next, or whenever you're on a panel and things of that nature, how to use that. And then also how to, like, when you should use it. Okay. Because that's important as well. You got to know how to make offers. Now, being an author of a printed book is absolutely helpful. Okay. It's not required, but it is so helpful because you could use it as a tool. So if you are an author, I know we already had you type 1, but type 1 again in the chat. If you are an author, type 1. Matter of fact, type 1 and just one book, because I know some of y'all are authors of multiple books. Type the latest book's title. Okay, the latest book's title, not a summary. I don't need a dissertation, y'all. Just type the title and maybe the subtitle of your book. I would love to see in the chat. Let me know what is the title of your book so everybody can get to know the names of your books. Now, I do recommend, if you are not an author, that you eventually focus on becoming one, because again, it is a marketing tool. It is the best business card that you could ever have for yourself, because a book can brag about you better than anything else. You know what's funny? I got a book called A Six-Figure Vision. Nobody's ever asked, have I ever really made six figures? Because the book says a six-figure vision. I have a book called The 10K Book. Because the book is titled The 10K Book, How to Turn Your Business into a 5-Figure per Month Business, working 2 to 4 hours per day, the assumption is I must know how to do it. And so because I have a book titled connected to a transformation, people will believe that you have that information. At least it opens the door. Now, when you start speaking on the topic, of course, you got to cross T's and dot I's, but it allows the door to be open. I literally know people who will write books. I met a gentleman one time that was speaking at MegaFest. Y'all remember MegaFest, right? I asked him, I said, how did you get a chance to speak at the MegaFest? He said, I wrote a book and I sent it to every single person that I could find that was in charge of organizing MegaFest. I sent everybody a copy. I literally wrote that book just for MegaFest. There are people, smart marketers, who will write a book specifically for a platform, to get on a specific platform. Because when you learn how to write these books, you'll learn it does not take a long time, especially self-help. And you'll also learn nobody want to read a 300-page book anyway. So let's stop trying to have it to be the end-all be-all and write a book so that you can prepare for another book. Okay, so we recommend. Okay, now 80% of speakers and coaches, they do not make any money. They're making about $5,000 to $10,000 per year. And the reason why many speakers and coaches don't make money are these 4 main reasons right here. Number 1, they are not niched. They're trying to do it all, be all. Every time you turn around, they're selling everything. They're selling all type of products. We don't know what they do. Baby, always like to use doctor's example. If I got major heart problems and I go to a doctor that tells me he's a brain surgeon, a heart surgeon, plastic surgeon, and he also dibble dabbles in doing hair, I'm not going to him to get my heart fixed. And while, yes, I understand that some people might say, well, Taria, but that's big. You know, the heart is bigger than, no. You have to treat your business just like that. You've got to be the expert of your specific space. When people think about whatever it is that you're going to hone in on, you want your name to be the one that pops up in rooms. When it comes to writing a profitable book, baby, Taria Vision Avant is the name that is starting to pop up in rooms, because people know that it's one thing to write a book, but to have a profitable book is a totally different scenario. Number two, having no audience. Trying to help all people is also the same as helping no people. You cannot help all people starting off. I'm just going to be honest, y'all, because everybody can't relate to you. People listen to people that, you know, they say, they have a saying, people like to do business with people that they know, like, and trust. I also believe they know, like, trust, and relate to. We live in a world where we are oversaturated with so much information. Everybody know how to do everything. And so we're always constantly looking to someone or looking for someone who is more relatable and understands our situation. You know, when I was looking for a therapist, I remember the first thing, I wanted to make sure it was a woman that was African American. I wanted to make sure it was a woman who had earned a certain kind of income. I wanted to make sure that my therapist also had some similar experiences as I did. Not that I needed to get up on their information, but I interviewed them. Why? Because you're not going to tell me nothing about how to do a thing if you can't relate to my situation. And when we are doing business, you got to think about it. When someone makes a decision to spend hundreds of dollars with you, they're making a decision because they trust in you. So you want to be relatable. Also, no marketing. Y'all, posting on Instagram over and over and over again. Posting on Facebook over and over again. That is not marketing, okay? You've got to be willing to invest into marketing. Being a speaker at the next My Brother's Keeper and My Sister's Keeper and My Brother's Keeper conference, if you have to invest to speak at that conference, I promise you it's worth the investment. Because that is investing into your brand. That is also marketing. You're now getting in front of an audience of people that you never would have gotten in front of, instead of posting in front of the same people who only barely like your stuff and definitely don't purchase. And this is no shade, no tea, because that's not your customer. We got to stop getting upset about people who do not buy from us and thinking that they hating on us and stuff. No, they're just not our customer. You've got to start getting in front of your customer, and this is going to require investing into yourself. That's what marketing requires. You got to get up in those DMs. You got to be willing to do ads. You've got to be willing to position yourself on platforms where your audience is going to be. Amen? And then one stream of income. It is very difficult to survive off of one stream. But please do not confuse that with multiple businesses. Because I say multiple streams, I'm not saying multiple businesses. Y'all, I do not have, well, I'm about to relaunch another business, but that's because I've been able to position myself to work very little. And so it's something else that's a passion project for me. But before I launched another business, I made sure that my business was doing over $250,000 and I was working way less than what I was working. I do not work 8 hours a day. I don't even work 5 hours a day. Okay. And so I wanted to make sure that before I even thought about another business, that I already had a business that had a strong foundation that could run with or without me. One stream of income is going to kill your business, but there are ways that you can turn one business into multiple streams. And we'll talk about that. Now, why you should write a book. Number one, because you can get paid right now. I have a training. When you guys join the Book Profits Club, you're going to get access to our 5K and 5-day training. It's a free training. I used to charge $97 to $297 for this training. I no longer offer it. Why? Because I don't want to be overworking myself. I don't want to be selling all these different programs and stuff. So I make it available to all BPC members, where I teach you step by step, 5 days of training, how to raise up to $5,000 pre-selling your book, even if you haven't even started. You can start pre-selling your book today with the phrase that pays. Leveraging it. I had a young lady who was writing a book about what to do your freshman year in college. So she put the book out there that she was pre-selling. Soon as book hadn't been started, we just created a cover. And that wasn't even the final cover. It was just a mock-up cover. And so she put it out there. She ended up getting 2 high schools that reached out to her and said, we want her to come and speak at our high school. What? Because when people see you writing about a specific transformation, they see you as the expert. Hello? Also, a self-help book is very easy to do. You have 7 steps or 10 steps. The steps are chapters. And you'll see when you get access to our training, we show you step by step how to get this done in days. And you'll be blown away how easy this is. In fact, many people come to us, they say, Taria, oh my goodness, I got like 7 book ideas. Because it's so easy now, right? And a right book can create multiple streams. So let's just pretend you want to teach people about losing weight. You are a nutritionist and you want to be able to sell your new seasoning that is designed to help people to burn fat. I'm just making up something random, right? So you want to sell your seasoning. So what most people will do is they just pitch the seasoning, pitch the seasoning, not thinking about how they can build multiple streams of income. They think so linearly. But write a book that can say how to lose 10 pounds in 10 days with very little effort or something like that, right? Maybe you're targeting women who are entrepreneurs, very busy, ain't got time. So your book is 7 steps or 7 ways to lose weight, right? One of the ways is to use less sodium. And so your seasoning is less sodium. So you have a chapter on using less sodium or seasoning your food the right way, right? So one chapter is all about seasoning where you're going to refer your product. The other chapters, though, you could have working out 30 minutes a day. You could refer other personal trainers, create an affiliate program with them where everybody you refer to them, you get a commission. You could then talk about water. Maybe you find someone who has a water company or someone who does the Kagan waters. Partner with them, affiliate marketing. You might then also say somebody that does therapy for sleeping, sleep therapy. You got to get better sleep. These are all different ways where you can partner with people by referring them business, and now you get paid multiple streams of income. You focus on your seasoning and you use your book to build out multiple streams. And then global expansion. We're taking our authors this year to multiple countries. We're going to Canada in May. We're going to Ghana in December. And we plan on doing some more. We're going to do Dubai next year. I don't want to do too many myself this year, but we're going to do Dubai next year. And we're taking these books global. What's crazy about Ghana is over 2.5 million people came to Ghana for the new year. So that means we're going to be bringing hundreds of books because I plan to pass those out to people from all over the world. Now, those books will go with those people and you have global expansion. Now, you might be saying, Taria, I'm not an author yet. Don't worry. You do not need to be an author yet, but you do need to be a part of the Book Profits Club family. Now, when you look at these individuals, who are these people? You got Lisa Nichols, Anthony Robbins, and Steve Harvey. Now, did you know, though, that these individuals launched their businesses or launched their, I will say, their brand, their multi-million-dollar brands through books? No Matter What was the book that Lisa Nichols wrote that landed her on The Secret. Anthony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within, was the book he wrote that got him on so many of these news platforms back in the day. People didn't know who this man was. But he had this book, How to Take Immediate Control of Your Mental, Emotional, Physical, and Financial Destiny. Who is this? Let's get him on the show. And then you got Steve Harvey. Nobody knew he was a relationship expert. But he wrote this book, and now all of a sudden, New York's bestseller, his whole brand has shifted, has become a multi-million-dollar brand, all from launching a book. Now, how to get on more speaking stages. I'm glad you asked. So if this is good so far, y'all, go ahead and type in the chat, this is good. Let me know if this is good, if this is good. All right. So first of all, you got to figure out what kind of stages you want to be on. Do you want to be at conferences? Do you want to be at luncheons? There's so many different opportunities. Do you want to be on more panels? Do you want to be on podcasts? Do you want to be on the news? You got to know in advance where you want to be. Because when you know in advance, now you can position yourself to start pitching yourself. Do not be afraid to pitch yourself. I have a young lady that I know, she has over 500,000 followers on TikTok. It's safe to say that she is an expert on how to build up your TikTok following. She still to this day pitches herself. She calls up people that are doing conferences, lets them know, introduces herself. She also has a book and she says, listen, how do you go about getting your speakers? She's not afraid to pitch herself. You would think with 500,000, most people would be like, they need to book me. But no, it's called humbling ourselves. It's called that we are never better than anybody else just because because of a following, and everybody don't know us, right? So she is positioning herself by pitching herself. And guess what? She has been getting booked on left and right. I didn't know. I didn't know that I was thinking that, dang, with that type of following, you must be getting called. Nope. You still have to pitch yourself, guys. When you're pitching yourself, you should send them a combination of your book, speaker sheet, and an introduction letter. Now, when you're pitching yourself, though, you're not pitching yourself so that you can come in and sell on the stage, okay? That's what you don't want to do. You're pitching yourself so that you can be someone to set yourself apart from the other speakers and bring value to the audience that is not already being brought. And so you got to remember that. Keep that in mind, okay? And then set a goal. I always tell our BPC members 2 OPPs per month. So if you want to get on 2 other people's platforms, OPPs, then what you want to do is probably pitch yourself to 5 to 10 different events, conferences, podcasts, etc. per month to get the 2. Pitch and then get on those platforms. This is how you get to that next level. Now, there's 3 types of speaking engagements that I like to break down. You got the ones where they pay you to speak. Now, the reason why many people will pay people to come and speak at their conference is because your face card brings sales. So that means that if they put your face on a flyer, because your face is on the flyer, people are automatically going to register to the conference because they see that you're the speaker. Now, if that is not necessarily the case for you yet, then 9 times out of 10, not everybody is going to pay you to speak. Now, there are corporate organizations that will pay you to speak as well, but even in corporate speaking environments, you are very limited to what you can actually offer, okay? And so generally when someone that is a small business owner or something like that, they're looking for speakers, they probably not always pay. But y'all, let me tell you something. You also got free speaking. That means that there's no fee for you to speak and you don't have to pay anything. And then also partnerships where you actually pay to speak. I have made more money speaking for free or investing to speak. Because if I can speak for free and say, hey, can I make an offer to give away something for free? Just like what I did at My Sister's Keeper, My Brother's Keeper. Now, I made an investment. I sowed a seed. I bought stuff from the vendor tables. I also brought my own books. I sowed a seed. But see, I understand the law of sowing and reaping. See, I sowed a seed up front because there's going to be a harvest that comes after. I'm never afraid to invest, and this is marketing. I'm never afraid to invest into marketing. Not only did I sow a seed of that, I also made sure that we had our inner circle members to be there as attendees. And guess what? They ended up getting honored as well. Isn't that amazing? Because they're doing tremendous things in the marketplace as well. And so I sow a seed to get the harvest. The harvest takes time to come back. But every single time I've ever done, y'all, it may not come directly from that, even that where that seed was sown, but it always returns a harvest. So stop waiting for people to invite you to speak. Pitch yourself. Also, when you do get approved, make sure you know these 3 things. How long do you get to speak? Can you make an offer? Now, when I say make an offer, that might not necessarily mean that you're selling something for money. You might be giving away something free like what I did. Hey, everybody text this. And not only did I give away the PowerPoint and all this stuff, I gave the first couple of y'all free copies of my books, right? Y'all got copies of the magazine, the Author All-Star magazine, where we open up enrollment applications in June. So just all types of stuff, right? Can you make an offer in exchange of you speaking? And then how many people will be there? I like to also know up front how many people is their estimation, because that also will identify. And not only that, I like to know how many people will be there. And I also like to even know how much are people paying to be there. See, I know VIPs paid $600 to be at My Sister's Keeper, My Brother's Keeper. So it is safe to say that Tiffany has some people there that are serious about their future. If you're willing to invest $600, even $300 or $100, I know that you're serious. And so in those environments where people have made an investment, they've paid for hotel space, they paid for travel. I may not always try to sell anything because I already know that the investment that I'm going to make into you is going to return because you're going to get value from this value. Now, how do you find events? Eventbrite. You can go to Facebook events. You can Google. You can see what other speakers are doing. Y'all, don't ever be too ashamed. You see someone that's speaking at an event, say, you know what? Let me reach out to the people that's doing the event. A lot of times, whoever is hosting the event, it'll say it on the flyer. Reach out. Hey, I see you have this event. I see you have whatchamacallit speaking. They're amazing. Do you have any more space for more speakers, or is there a way that I can help serve? Y'all, learn how to build relationships with people who are doing events. Okay. And then when you join Book Profits Club, you first have to be a gold member. But then when you get the opportunity to upgrade to elite, Speakers Elite, we even provide you with hundreds to thousands. Literally, y'all, we've got hundreds of conferences right now looking for speakers that you can apply to. We have hundreds of TEDx opportunities right now that you can apply to. We have thousands of podcasts that you can pitch yourself to. We have hundreds of media outlets like the Fox, CBS, and the person who is the director that selects the person to be on the shows. These are all resources that we make available to BPC Speakers Elite. But in order to be Speakers Elite, you first have to join in on Gold, okay? Now, this is actually secret number 3, how to increase your income, okay? So success is 20% skills and 80% strategy, y'all. We think that we need to go get another degree to make more money. We think, no disrespect to anybody who does have multiple degrees, but I'm just telling you, this is the mentality that we've created for ourselves. We think that in order for our income to go, we got to go get another degree. We got to go do this. Do y'all know, and this is no shade, no tea, I went to school for computer science, and computer science definitely has helped me with learning how to solve problems. But for every job that I did have when I worked in corporate, I do not remember them ever asking to see my degree. It's all strategy. When you learn to have the right strategy, when you can show that there is value with you being in this space, guys, you can make an unlimited amount of success and resources. Now, for those of you guys who do have the blessing, hallelujah, to work a job, because some of us will look on social media, and social media will have you out here thinking that it's not sexy to have a job, which, by the way, to be gainfully employed is a blessing. There are some people out here who cannot get jobs, but those of you do, and you just type how many hours. You ain't got to tell us, on that, just throw in a number. To make $10,000 per month, how many hours would you have to work at your current job or previous job that you've had? See, most of us guys, we talk about making $10,000 a month, and it kind of irritates me too, because I see so many coaches out here that just throw out 6-figure business like everybody's doing it. Most of these, listen, I was watching I was on Social Proof by David Shands, Sleep is for Suckers, and I saw him, he has this new thing called the Hot Seat Child. And he had this young lady that was up there talking about how to build an 8-figure business. The young lady promoting an 8-figure business never has made 6 figures. She never even made 5 figures in a month. And she telling people how to build an 8-figure business. So what does that mean? It's a lot of people out here with the fugazi. They're not doing what they saying that they telling you they teaching people how to do. So let's not get so numb to the idea of making $10,000 a month like everybody's doing it, right? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, on your current job, how many hours would you have to work? Type it in the chat, y'all. Let me know. Right? Well, what if we told you that with Book Profits Club, we're here to show you how to work 2 to 4 hours per day so that you can get this done. But it takes consistency. Guys, the circumstances that you're in today are based on the activity that you took 90 days ago. I need you to understand that who you are today, okay, listen to me. Who you are today and where you are today is not based on what you did today. It's based on what you did 90 days ago. Okay? So if you want to change your circumstance, you have to be willing to change the actions today so that 90 days from now, your life changes. But you've got to stay consistent. Everybody type in the chat, consistent. Consistent. You got to be willing to stay consistent. If I could show you 2 to 4 hours per day, staying consistent, in 90 days, you make over $10,000 a month. Wouldn't that be exciting? So this is how we're going to do it. We have 4 items. 4 items. This is what we call our success funnel. No more than 4, no less. 1 item is a free giveaway. How much did most of you guys pay to be here on this training today? Nothing. What you did give was your contact information. This was free. This is a free training that you're getting in exchange of me getting your information. You registered for this training, okay? Then you have your book. The book is a $20 book. The reason why we sell our books for $20 is because if someone is carrying cash, typically they're carrying a $20 bill and maybe a $100 bill. Most people do not walk around with $15. Most people do not walk around with $30. Most people do not walk around with $25. So we make it simple because the purpose is just to get someone to open up their wallet, okay? $20 is where we typically sell. Now, you can sell it for more, of course, but I'm telling you the minimum is $20, okay? Now, that money that you make from your book, you do not spend it. Book money is not spending money. The money you make from your book is what you reinvest back into your business. You reinvest back into your Book Profits Club membership. You sell literally 6 books a month that pays for your membership. You should not be taking that money and blowing it. This is to invest into your business growth, right? Then you have a middle priced item, which is a core. Depending upon what type of coaching and speaking you do, it could be a combination. We have people who have kits. So it might be the book, the journal, t-shirt, and a candle. For some of you, it might be a one-on-one strategy session. For some of you, it could be a one-day event that you might do once per month. So everybody differs, right? And then you have a premium item. This is a high-ticket item that starts at $500 or more. Now, on average, my goal is to get you guys up to $5,000 on your premium. The difference between a $500 product and a $5,000 is a couple of things. Number one, how many people you've helped to get the transformation, right? Because I'm going to tell you, I've seen people pay $500 to get a book done, and I've seen people pay $20,000 to get a book done. So it's all about how are you helping people to get the results and what kind of results are they getting? And the better that you get in your products and your services, the more people will be willing to spend. By the way, I'd rather work with less people than more people. And the way that you do that is your value must increase in the marketplace. Then you have what we call the BPC Success Schedule. The BPC Success Schedule says, and this is what we're going to teach more, we're going to teach it in more depth, 1 hour per week. You do we've changed this to once per month. Just one webinar per month. This is a webinar. You guys been with me for about an hour. One webinar per month. One broadcast per week. This is where you go live 30 minutes per week and give some tips and trainings and create a call to action where you tell people to go to your free giveaway. You do 4 to 6 discovery sessions per week. This is money right here. A discovery session is a sales call. You do 4 to 6 of them per week. 30 direct messages per day. We have a strategy that we're going to teach you how to do this. Y'all, and for those of you guys who are not leveraging Facebook, baby, you missing out on the money. I'm telling you, Facebook is popping ton. I get more leads on Facebook, more communication. I get more action on Facebook than anywhere else, but I still do DMing on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. And then 2 OPPs, that means other people's platforms. So remember, when you upgrade to Speakers Elite, you will then get all of those resources. But until then, you'll be able to research, look to see what other people are doing. Reach out to these platforms and get on them. Okay? Now, we have some goodies for you. So what's next? So everybody, you already got this portion right here. I believe that if you're still breathing, you have a second chance. I love this quote by Oprah Winfrey because a lot of times we look at other people's success. We look at what everybody else is doing. We think it's too late. We hear all of these words like oversaturated type of crazy type stuff. Y'all, nothing is ever oversaturated when it's something you've been called to do. Period. So you don't need to be looking at what everybody else is doing. You don't need to be looking left or looking right. You got to focus on you and know that when you woke up today, this is your second chance, third chance, fourth chance, don't matter. But you always have another chance to do something to impact this world. So let's talk about enrolling into the Book Profits Club, y'all. This is not going to be too much longer. I'm going to share with you guys how to get started. We have our Monday night meeting. So every Monday we have a meeting that takes place with either myself or one of our BPC members. You'll get some training, but you also get a chance to share your wins. It's like an accountability group on steroids. Just for the investment alone, I used to pay $100 to be a part of this group where all we did was meet. We didn't have all the other stuff that you guys are going to get access to. And I'm going to tell you, just having these Monday night meetings is amazing. The Telegram chat, we have a private chat where you also get to share your additional wins. And if you have any questions, you can ask your questions. We also allow you to refer other people. So you can refer. So say you know some other speakers and coaches that you feel will be benefiting from Book Profits Club. You can send them your affiliate link. And when they get started, guess what? You get a commission. And we pay you 50% every single month. Also, you're going to be interviewed on our Wealthy Wednesday show. That's an OPP. That's my platform. Now, it's not just only you about getting on the platform, because many people, they get on there, they get these leads, they get a lot of contacts, but you also get experience and coaching. Because once the call is done, you stay on after we're done, because then I'm going to give you some additional coaching on how to strengthen your interviews. I see so many people get on these amazing interviews and they're making offers to multiple links. It's just all over the place. And so before we start getting on more and more of these platforms, we want to make sure that we're effective. So you get access to that. You're going to get a general admission ticket to the 5K and 5-day challenge. This is where you're going to learn how to make up to $5,000 before you even start a book. And if you already have a book that is self-published, that means you have all the rights to it. You can even use this training to relaunch it and get you some money in your pocket. Not only will you get money in your pocket, but you will get ambassadors and promoters of your book by following this training. Y'all, this right here will blow you away. I've had people follow this training, and I'm not trying to hype y'all up. I've had people follow the training, and from the training, pre-sell 100 plus books, 200 books plus. You hear me? Killing it just by following this training. So you got the Monday night meetings, Telegram chat, 50% commission, interview on Wealthy Wednesday, general admission ticket to the 5K and 5-day challenge. Guys, also look at this. I want you to think about this. What's the worst that could happen? Well, the worst that'll happen, what many of you guys spend just going out to eat, you'll be investing just to see if you can get this back. And for those individuals who are a part of the My Brother's Keeper, My Sister's Keeper, I am going to give you guys a 30-day money back guarantee. Nobody else am I offering this to, but because I am that confident and because I'm just partnering with Tiffany, I want Tiffany to I want to earn even more of her trust to show her that we got her back. If you get in and you plug into the 5K and 5-day challenge, which we are able to check to see that you plugged in, and you do not make no money, you can get your investment back. What's the worst that'll happen? You actually make $5,000. And then the bonus. Y'all, one of our BPC members the other day said that they logged into the Speakers and Trainers course, because there's a Speakers and Trainers course that when you become a BPC Speakers Elite member, you actually get to train the other BPC members. And so one of the leaders logged into the training and now is telling us how she's already getting funded. She's positioning her business. I mean, there's so much value that our BPC members have because they're authors, but they're all professionals in their own right. They all have their own transformations that they offer. So you have people that are teaching you about setting up your own bank, people teaching you how to get into real estate, people teaching you how to get funding, people teaching you about how to write different types of books. I mean, from everything, y'all, how to sell on the stage, how to create your courses, and you get access to all of this training. This is amazing. So you've got the Monday night meetings, Telegram chat, 50% commission, monthly challenges, interviewed on Wealthy Wednesday, general admission ticket, daily trainings put on by our BPC Coaches Elite Inner Circle members. This is what you're going to do. Oh, now, you may not have gotten a text, but you might have. You might have got a text. You're going to get access to the all-in-one software. With the all-in-one software, now we have two different versions. We have one that's available for Speakers Elite. But when you join BPC Gold, for what many of you guys are paying for your CRM, you're going to get this for free. You will have the email, SMS, and automation. The only thing you have to do is cover when you send out an email, which is literally you could pay $10 and this will cover you for thousands of emails, okay? So you're going to get access to this all-in-one software for free. You only have to pay to send out the messages, but that means you get the automation. So how you guys got a text from me, or maybe you got a call from this 832 number, you're going to be able to do that. How I was able to get you guys to text me at the conference, a lot of the automation that you guys are getting, the emails and stuff, you will be able to do this as well. We are talking about something where people would spend hundreds of dollars on a monthly basis where you're getting access to our all-in-one software at no cost. The CRM and automation would cost you easily $250. SMS feature, that means the text message, easily you would be spending $500 a month. We're talking about a $750 plus per month value that you guys are getting when you join BPC Gold today. So you get the Monday night meetings, Telegram chat, 50% commission, monthly challenges, interviewed on Wealthy Wednesday, general admission ticket, daily trainings, all in one software. This is $1,800 in value, guys. It's going to be $97. Now, there's a specific link that you have to go to because I'm going to throw a bonus in, okay? I'm going to tell you the link. It is going to be Book Profits Club, www.bookprofitsclub.com/keeper. Somebody type that in the chat for me. www.bookprofitsclub.com/keeper. That's the link that you need to go to. And I will open up for some questions, okay? If this is your first time watching, well, if this is all of your first time, you're also going to get the bonus article. This is for every single person that attended the My Sister's Keeper, My Brother's Keeper of retreat. You're going to get an article that's going to go in the Industry Times. You see the flyer? And the article will be live. You'll be able to share this out to your family, your friends, your coworkers, your customers. This is a $150 value. We charge $150 for this because we'll write the article up, we'll create the flyer, and we will publish it. So you will get that bonus. So you get the Monday night meetings, Telegram chat, 50% commission, monthly challenges, interviewed on Wealthy Wednesday, general admission ticket, daily trainings, all in one, bonus article for $97 per month, okay? This is a monthly membership. And if at any time you decide this is not working for you, you can cancel. But if you plug in, if you give this 90 days, of 2 to 4 hours per day following the system. The first 30 days, you're going to start getting emails from us anyways. It's going to tell you how to plug in, how to do things. But if you fully plug in, I promise you the person that you are today will be nothing compared to where you will be. You're going to go to www.bookprofitsclub.com/keeper. That's where you want to go ahead and lock it in. You must do this today. If you need to raise the capital, text 5 people and say, listen, I need your support. I need you to go ahead and buy a copy of my book. Whether the book is out or not, don't matter. You tell them the book is coming out in the summer. We'll show you how to do it. You'll get immediate access to the training. Y'all, for what you were going to pay for this monthly membership, many of us would never get half of what we're getting in this program for just $97 a month. So go ahead and go there. Now, if you have any questions, go ahead and type your questions below, and I am going to answer some of those questions. But again, $97, you're going to go to www.bookprofitsclub.com/keeper. And you can get started right now. Get started right now. I'm going to shout some of you guys out that actually do get started and congratulate you. And I might throw in, for those who get started while we are live, I might throw in something else for you. So I'm just saying, you may not want to miss it. What I'm going to throw in if you get started while we are live. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So I'm going to pull up my main screen in 1 second. Oh. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I know why. I'm connected to the camera. Hold on a sec, y'all. Let me see. Mic check 1, 2. There we go. Okay, guys, so we are now connected. What an awesome training. I hope you guys got some value out of the training. And I don't know if anybody has any questions below. So if you do have any questions, if you're watching this, this is definitely the time to ask the questions. And I do want to shout you guys out. I know some of you guys were able to learn how to kind of like switch your name because you can update your name. So shout out to Frizelma. Hello. I hope I said that right. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Katrina. And then for everybody else who has their original names, it says Joyful Character, Kind Chatter, Mystical Newbie, Kirky One, Unique Creation, Brave Newbie. I love how the chat will put like a positive name. But yes, so hello to everybody. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this training. So again, trying to open it up if anybody does have any questions. If you do have questions, this is the time to post below. So what I am going to do is I'm going to shout out some of the individuals who actually joined already at the conference. And then if anybody does have some questions, I'll open that up too. So we did have some people who joined on that date. And let's see here. Yes, we have Frizelma. Did I say it right, Frizelma? Tell me if I said your name. Frizelma. So congratulations to Frizelma because she actually joined at the conference. So one of the bonuses that I'm going to throw in for you, Frizelma, number one, is you're going to get a collection of all of my books. So I'm going to tell my support. Her name is Jave, which you'll probably get it. She'll email. She's probably emailed you already. But Jave is my executive assistant. And so she's going to email you so that you can get all of my books. So we're talking about, you're going to get 4 books. So that's a total of about $80 to $90 worth of books that you're going to get. Okay, I said it right. Great. Yes. So you're going to get that in the mail. So even if you qualified and you got a book at the conference, just gift that to somebody. I know some people got the magazine. But congratulations, you're going to get all of my books, the entire collection. So this will be the collection that you're going to get is going to be my coach book. You're going to get my 10K book, my original book, A Six-Figure Vision, which was not available at the conference. I don't believe I had any copies of that, as well as How Not to Be a Broke Author. So congratulations to you. And so anybody else that actually gets started while we are here, I'm going to be shouting you out. Everybody that does get started on today while we are live here, you will also get to take advantage of that deal. So you'll get all of my books. Shout out to Yolanda. Okay, we got a couple of people. So Yolanda Bennett, shout out to Yolanda Bennett. Congratulations. You're going to get up my whole collection as well. And shout out to Avery. Oh, my girl, Avriel Duvernay. Why am I saying my girl? Because we met, Avriel and I met like when we were both coming in together, child. And I was like, hey, you got a celebrity name. Ain't your name? Are you a celebrity? She's like, no, that's Ava DuVernay, right? But I love it. So, hey, Avriel, welcome to the family. Congratulations. And so anybody else, if you lock in your spot while we are live, you will get that. It literally takes a matter of minutes to lock it in. You do have until the end of tonight to lock it in to get all of those bonuses. So again, those bonuses include the article write-up about you. Those bonuses include, and I do not offer a money day back because there's a lot of work that we do for the money back, to give money back. Like right now, my staff is already working, right? So you probably already got an email that says, fill out this form or something like that. You need to fill out the form because then we create a welcome flyer. You're then added to the Telegram group. So it's a lot that actually, and I got to pay my staff. So even if I refund them, so I don't offer that, right? But we're offering that specifically to this group because, again, I want to make sure that Tiffany knows how great we're going to treat her incredible My Sister's Keeper and My Brother's Keeper retreat attendees because we want to love on y'all. So you're going to get that. You're going to also get, what else? Chad, we got some, let me go to because I had to create a special presentation for y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Y'all got a special presentation. The all-in-one software, the daily trainings. You guys, I'm gonna do a special training. I'm gonna invite all the BPC members, but I'm really doing it specifically for you guys to show you how to use the automation. So what's gonna happen is once you sign up, you're gonna probably get 2 emails. You're gonna get an email that's automatically gonna set up your software, and the name of our software is called BPC System. So it's the BPC System. So you'll log into the software that allows you to send out emails, text messages, things of that nature, okay? Now, you will also get details on how to log into the BPC courses. So you will get access to the Speakers and Trainers class or course so that you can start looking at some of the previous trainings. In the Speakers and Trainers is where you're going to see the book writing course as well. I used to charge, and this is not me capping. This is not me trying to hype nobody up. It's a $97 investment. Like, I don't need to, no disrespect, y'all, but I don't need to hype something up for $97, right? So I'm just being honest. I charged $3,000 for this book writing course. The reason why, and I'm gonna be honest, the reason why I do not, because I could still charge $3,000 if I wanted to for the course, but the reason why I don't anymore is because of this. I'm gonna be honest. So I worked with thousands. I've worked with thousands of people. We've helped a lot of people to become published authors, and it never fails, y'all. Katrina says she's gonna be joining soon. All right. It never fails. Once somebody has made that kind of investment and they finally get the book done, it's kind of like now they just want to focus on trying to get that money back, right? So I would see someone, first come out with the book, launch the book, and they would have some success or maybe minimal success and be excited and stuff. And then it would be like a week or two later. I'm telling y'all, the average person is not going to stick with a system. That's why I beg you guys, give me 90 days. And can I even be transparent? Within your first couple of weeks, you're not going to be consistent, especially if you know you're not consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a gradual thing. Like I was telling somebody the other day, one of our inner circle members that was updating. So I have our inner circle members to update me weekly. They get to chat with me privately. Right. And then every quarter they get one-on-one strategy. I charge $1,000 for 1 hour with me. So for people that let me get on the phone, I charge $1,000 for my time. I'm on a year-long vacation. For me to get on the phone with somebody one-on-one, it got to be worth the investment. It's got to be someone who honors time. You know what I mean? So one of the inner circle members messaged me and was messaging me like how she kind of fell off a little bit. And I was like, listen, it's okay. We all fall off. She's like, whoo, I was nervous to tell you that. Listen, y'all, I'm not expecting nobody to come in this and be gung-ho, committed, because think about it. Whoever or however, old we are, that's how long we've created the habits that we currently have. So it takes time to change habits. But every single day, what we got to focus on is consistently working towards getting better. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is. So I don't see any questions in the chat. I just congratulate the 3 of you guys who got started. I think that's all that I saw here. And if anybody else, of course, you get until the, Latasha, congratulations. I see you, girl. Congratulations to Latasha. She's also going to get the compilation, all of my books. You know what? If we have it available, I'm pretty sure we may have it available. I'm going to throw in another one too, another book. So I use a company called ShipZoom to ship my books. These are things you're going to learn how to do all this stuff, because I do not sell my books on Amazon. I do not care about being an Amazon top seller, because to me, it's a big ripoff. That's another conversation. If you strive to want to be an Amazon top seller, that is your business, your prerogative. But my goal is to show you guys how to leave impact. And the only way you can leave impact is by building up your database. When we push people to go to Amazon, what happens is we're pushing Amazon's database building. And so we're losing all of the leads. We're giving all of our leads to Amazon for a title that is made up. I've never had someone make a decision to spend $7,000, $25,000 with me or more because I was or was not an Amazon top seller. So people try to tell me all the time, well, having that title is important. Man, you can just say top seller. If you're the only one in your direct family to sell a book, you're a top seller, right? And side note, just kind of like with degrees, who really goes and checks it, right? So, anywho, I use a shipping company to ship my books. I only recommend this though if you are selling a certain number of books. And so the name of the company is called ShipZoom. And so if they have some in stock, I also had a book that came out about, it's a collaboration book on depression. Y'all remember Karen Larkin, one of the young ladies that was at the conference, who's also a survivor of cancer. She's in this project too. And so it's a collaboration book / journal. So we're going to throw that. I'm going to throw that in there as well. So I think we should have some available. So I'm going to tell Jave to contact you guys just to confirm your address. So it'll go to all of you guys that did take advantage while we are live on this call. It's only available while you're live. Once we come off, you still get to take advantage of the bonuses. If you do not enroll today, then you will get access to BPC Gold. Now, it is very important that you must go through that link though. So to get all of these bonuses, you have to go through that link. That is the referral link for Tiffany. Okay. So even if you don't get started today, but you get started down the line, you need to go through her link. Just like when you join, you're going to get your own referral links that you can customize and create your own custom domains or just use the regular link. You want to make sure anybody that you refer. And what we do is once per month, we'll do a live broadcast where you can invite all your guests out to come to the live broadcast on a Thursday. We also, every first Monday, so listen to this, every first Monday, you can invite people to the Book Profits Club meeting where I actually host the first Monday meetings, and we will also share with them how they can join. Okay, that's where we announce like the challenge for the month and all type of stuff. So, all right, you guys, well, God bless you. I can't believe y'all didn't have no questions. Y'all didn't ask me no questions about book writing, marketing. It could have been about anything. Listen, I'm just telling you guys, and let me give you a little tip. So a dumb question is a question never asked. I don't care what nobody tells you. You could never get the answer to a question that you do not ask. So it don't matter what the question was. If I answered or not, you always, whenever somebody says, do we have any questions? You should always try to come up with a question because you just never know how that can change or impact you. Whenever I do host the Monday night meetings, which are always the first Monday of the month, unless I just am not available, you'll know in advance. But you also can come to the Monday night meetings and ask questions as well, especially when I'm up there. So never miss an opportunity to ask a question. I promise you when I tell you this, and this is not me with any arrogance because I give all thanks to God. This does not come from me. This is a part of my purpose, a part of my gift. I'm a wealth of information. And so I could blow you away. So if you have any questions about public speaking, questions about coaching, selling, if you have questions about publishing your book, if you have questions about pre-selling, all of those, whatever I say, if you got questions, just be prepared. Otherwise, if you ask me questions outside of this, say you DM me and ask me questions. I do not coach in the DMs. Say you email me. I do not coach in the email. If you want to do a one-on-one session, it will cost you $1,000. If you're a BPC member, we give you 50% off. It's $500. So if you want to do one-on-one as a BPC member, you can do $500. Or if you want to do it as a non, it is $1,000. And I will invoice you. Well, Jave will. Okay, Jave will invoice you. But I promise you, it's worth it. Like, it's worth it. And I'm not saying that with arrogance. I'm just really, really grateful that I've been able to be in a position where I can really show you guys how to get to the profit zone. But you got to be willing to put in the work. So for those of you guys who did join us, congratulations, y'all. 90 days, okay? 90 days. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be as easy to just get started and gung-ho with it. But every single day, give yourself some grace and know that you have a new day to start fresh, okay? So you should check your emails for those that got started. Make sure you fill out the form. So that we can get your details, create your flyer, and work on your article. Also, make sure you join the private Telegram group. So there's a Telegram group that you're going to join, and everybody will welcome you in. So join that Telegram group. And other than that, you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Okay, you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. All right, you guys, do I have to have a title and upload now? No, you do not have to have a book to join BPC. Yes, I'm excited. So it's not 90 days of training. I'm telling you to plug in for 90 days. Does that make sense? So plug in for 90 days. That means starting today, you need to give 90 days of consistent. Now, this is the day. If you miss a day, then that means you start over. But that's okay. Give yourself grace, right? But it takes 90 days for you to actually start to see major results in anything. 90 days. So that's why I like to always say the person that you are today or the circumstance that you're in today is based off of the actions that you took 90 days ago. You're going to start getting access to the courses immediately. So you can plug into everything if you want. You're also going to get access each day for 30 days. You guys are going to get a new training that's going to get you more familiar with Book Profits Club. Yep, but you'll have 30 days of different things that you'll plug into. But yep, so yes, 90 days. You know how the church say, give us a year? Well, we say at least give us 90 days. Now, that don't mean just being a member and kind of casually showing up, right? You got to be willing to put it in. So when we teach you you're going to get a training that's going to talk to you guys about the success schedule. It's 2 to 4 hours a day. We can consistently give 90 days to another employer, then we can give 90 days to our own selves. Amen. Okay, guys. So the link to join again is you're just going to go to www.bookprofitsclub.com/keeper. www.bookprofitsclub.com/keeper is where you go to enroll and join the family. And other than that, that is all. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, God bless you and have an incredible night. I am packing up and getting ready to ship on off to California. They told me they got a really good zoo in California, in San Diego, like one of the best. And so I'm like excited to definitely do that. All right, you guys.